This Sunday marked the 10th anniversary of September 11th. To commemorate the anniversary in Madison, the University of Wisconsin College Democrats and College Republicans assembled a flag memorial on Bascom Hill. Each of the 2,977 flags represents someone who died in the 9/11 attacks. The flags will remain on Bascom Hill for the next few days to allow students and faculty time to observe. Some Madison students and alumni on Bascom Hill Sunday took time to reflect on where they were 10 years ago and the impact of 9/11 since 2001.
I was in my third grade classroom, and I remember they told us we couldn't go out for recess, and I thought it was because there was a bunch of bees outside. I had no idea what was going on, and they wouldn't tell us because we were third graders.
I was in third grade too, and our school put it on TV, just like the news part of it, but no one really understood what was happening.
We were driving on the way to school, and people were talking about it on the radio, and I didn't know what it meant. And I went to our 7th grade classroom, and a teacher came into the classroom and told us the Twin Towers had been hit, and then they sort of explained what it was, and then we had to move on in class because we didn't have any TVs or radios or anything in my school at all. So I didn't know what it was or what it meant until after I came home that night.
I was in 8th grade. I was in Spanish class, and a bunch of kids left the classroom, and I was with a couple other friends, and I wasn't really sure what they were, like, why they were leaving. Ended up following them, and they just had it on TV in a different room. And I thought it was like a movie or something.
I didn't really have an appreciation for like the magnitude of it either until the teachers were saying that it was like a Pearl Harbor type incident, and like, you know, everyone had heard of Pearl Harbor, so that more put it in perspective, I think.
I think it brought the country maybe closer and like united together.
I think it definitely made us like more scared though as a country.
My dad, his company has a couple stories on the World Trade Center, and he knows some of the people that died, and one of the people that was on the front cover of Life was one of his coworkers who wasn't dead, but she was really bloodied up, and it was like a constant. It was pretty hard for our family. Like, once it became more real and my dad was talking to us about how he knew the people and like keeping in contact with them and knowing what happened, then it was really scary.
We were just in New York, and we saw where the World Trade Center was.
Oh, yeah.
I'd never been to, well, neither of us had been to
Yeah.
New York City before, so that was kind of interesting, I guess.
It's cool to see that they're building another building. They have a memorial set up, and or they're working on it still, but I think it's cool that they've got that.
I think a bigger sense of nationality because it's kind of like, hey, this is ours, don't touch it, you know? So.